I just wanted to talk to everybody real quick for 5 seconds because I am about to go to sleep. But I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to talk to you. Jesus. I'm trying to find something. Okay. I just want to tell you what God has done for me during the pandemic. All of my bills have been paid. My credit score has increased. Okay. This is what Jesus did. All the pandemic hit. Both of my jobs, all three of my jobs shut down, right? But this is what happened. For real. All of my bills have been paid. I have not had any bills. All of my bills have been paid for since 2020. My credit has jumped so high that I got scared. I was like, what? I didn't know that my credit was that high. I hadn't checked it for a whole year because I thought, you know, whatever. So my credit it's the highest that it's ever been. During the pandemic, I got a $4,100 forgivable loan for my business. I've made $10,000 this month. My bank statement, I literally had to check it. I'm like, what are you talking about? $10,000? Like, how could I make $10,000? Where did that come from? I made $10,000 this month. What else? I'm going into a completely new business, right? Because God has opened up the door for me to go into insurance. And basically, the school was pretty much paid for. I got a 2-year full scholarship to school, so I'm gonna be working part-time and going to school part-time with a full scholarship for 2 years. Okay, okay. What else? I prayed for a guy and he had money that the government was owing him. He got a $7,500 release. Okay. Um, I've been working on one book for over a year, but then I've written like a couple of books in the pandemic. So one is going to be released very soon, and the other one I'm still working on. And I'm always working on a book, right? Okay, so I went from living with a roommate to a brand new 2-bedroom apartment. It's brand new. No one's ever lived in this apartment. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. And now I'm going from this brand new 2-bedroom apartment to my brand new 3-bedroom house. It's beautiful. I've already looked at it. They pulled my credit and they said I needed to fix a couple of things. And then, they said, within 3 months, I could move into my house. Jesus. Then, with the ministry, I have my nonprofit status in application. So the ministry is going to super grow after that. And as soon as we get our nonprofit status and we're tax exempt, then we can purchase a building. So we are going to have a building. We're going to have a building for the church. Um, so that is like this year. We're gonna have a building. We're gonna have everything that I've ever everything that I've ever wanted in my life is like, oh, here you go. 2020, 2021, here you go. Everything. Everything. Okay. So I was just thinking about all this stuff that God was doing. I'm like, I have to tell somebody about this. Okay, so what else? Um, we are planning a conference for the church, and oh, I forgot that we have a new we have a new branch in Pakistan. We have a new branch in Kenya. DKM, Destiny Kwame Ministries. Well, Destiny Destiny Kwame Ministries. We have a new we're going to build a new building in Kenya because the old church was, demolished and stuff. So I said, "Okay, guys, tell me what you guys need and we're going to build this church again." Okay? So we're going to have a DKM in Kenya. We already have a DKM in India. It's exploded for like 4,000 people. And now, you know, now my son in the Lord, he just got married. Anybody who gets close to me, they get married. So he just got married to his wife. She's beautiful and she's rich, and she works in what do you call it? Saudi Arabia. No, she works in Dubai. She works for the Arabs in Dubai. So his ministry is exploded. He just said, "Mama, I want the grace," and I gave it to him. I said, "Okay." I blessed him in Jesus' name, and he's been exploding ever since. Um, I have another church in Pakistan that I'm supporting. We're building an orphanage in Pakistan. We have over 60 orphans that we're supporting in Pakistan. Oh my gosh, God, like people have been like, "Oh, this pandemic sucks." I'm like, "No, no, not really. Not for me. Not for you guys either." Okay? The Lord said that we're going to do an album. So then I started working on an album. So now, we have a new branch in the ministries, Destiny Kwame Ministries Worship. We're coming out with a worship album in the fall. I got to work on my album. The pandemic allowed me to work on my album. Okay? I got to sing for hours and hours and hours just because I wanted to, right? And uh we the Lord said start a church school. So we have Destiny Kwame Ministries schools, right? So we're teaching people how to get their GED. Like everything is exploding. Oh my gosh. Everything's exploding. We're giving people assistance for their GED. So you come into this program and you're going to sign a contract and everything. We're going to pay for you to get your GED. And then we're going to take you to a place that will give you a 2-year scholarship. So bam, you're going to get your high school equivalency and then you're going to get a 2-year scholarship to college. Okay? So, what else? The church is expanding. We've got people in Australia. We've got people in Canada now. We've got my Canadian sister, love her to death. She's so wonderful. We've got people in I think South Africa. Yeah, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Where else? We got people in Japan. We have people in Nigeria. Okay, so the church is exploding. Um, and um, through the pandemic, I've literally been able to, by God's grace alone, God's grace only, I've been able to redo my whole apartment. Now, the only thing that's not done in here is the office. But we have so many computers. I have like 4 computers. I have a projector. I have all this stuff for the ministry. And then, in the master, I redid the whole master. I got a new bed. I got a new thing. I got new curtains. I got new everything, okay? And then in the living room, guess what? I'm redoing the whole living room. It costs like thousands of dollars for people to redo. They can't just be redoing stuff. Like right. But God has given me favor. Like I don't have to pay for nothing, right? So I'm I'm extremely blessed, and I just thank God for it. I was able to give a sizable donation to my spiritual father. I was able to um, support the orphans. I support 60 orphans in Pakistan. I support people in Kenya. I support people in Nigeria. I give to churches in Nigeria. Right, we're gonna have Nigeria branch soon. DKM Nigeria. Okay, so everything's exploding. So brand new everything. Everything I was able to pick out. This is prophetic for you guys. I was able to pick out everything that I wanted, the way that I wanted. Whether it's the color of the paint that I'm going to put on the wall, whether it was the pictures, whatever it is. I moved into this apartment and I didn't think I was going to stay here for 2 years. So I got some really like cheap furniture, right? And then my back was hurting, and I was like, "Oh Lord!" I was like, "I got to get me a a new bed." I said, "Lord, I got to get me a new bed," and I was putting it off, and I was like, I was scared the first part of the pandemic because everything shut down and like my whole business like crumbled, right? But then, before we know it, it's like increase, 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 increase. And I'm so grateful for the people that the mentorship that I have. I have 2 mentors right now, and they're the best. My spiritual father, he's the best. And he's dripping in money and stuff. So he's like, you can't be connected to me and not have a Range Rover. And I'm like, okay. So I went out to go look at Range Rovers, right? But then the Lord, one of my mentors was like, "Hey, you should pump the brakes. I can go out and get a Range Rover right now. I could right now." But he's like, "Pump the brakes." He's like, "You need to buy your house first. Buy your house first and then get your car, cuz I don't really need a car because I work from home and everybody's at home, right? And my old job used to be driving, right? But now I don't need to drive, right? So I didn't really have a need for a car. So anyways, um but they were like, "No, don't get the car first." They're like, "Get your house first." You know what I mean? And then get your car after you get your house. So that's a spiritual thing that spiritual sense that I could give you guys. Like if you're looking, just don't make any major. That's what my mortgage guy told me. My mortgage lady, she's like, "Don't make any crazy purchases right now." She's like, "Chill out." She's like, "Relax. We're gonna get you in this house in 3 months." So in 3 months, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm still gonna stay here and then just rent the house out, or if I'm gonna go into the house, but I haven't decided yet. My husband and I, we have to talk about that, what we're gonna do. Like he's been saying, just rent it out for extra income, and I'm like, okay, and then I'll just stay here for the year because I've already renewed my lease, and I'm like, I don't really feel like breaking the lease and doing all that. So we'll see. And the house is good, but what I want to do in there is I want to go in there and I want to personalize it and make it mine. So, I want to redo the floors. I want to, I want to maybe like expand it a little bit and put an extra bedroom on there. I don't know. Who knows? So, I don't know if I'm going to move into the house, but um anyways, I have some invites to go to other countries and I'm like, okay, well, I want to make sure that I have my house before I go. So I might just stay here at this apartment for 3 or so months and then move into the house for a little bit, fix it up, and then leave and go, to the countries that they're asking me to go to, right? So I don't know. But all I want to say is I made a list of everything that has happened to me over the pandemic. And some people have lost everything, right? But if you really love God and if you are really a sower, if you really believe in sowing, if you have the gift of sowing, you will survive and you will thrive in this time. I have not wanted for anything, okay? Food, clothes, money. I got a whole new brand new, I got a brand new whole red wardrobe. What happened was I threw, I said, okay, Lord, am I going to throw these clothes away? And he said, no, Destiny, you're going to give these clothes away. And then I'm going to get you a brand new wardrobe. So, um, I gathered up all of my old clothes because they really didn't fit anymore, because they were smaller and I kind of got bigger. So, some of this stuff was brand new. It still had the tag on it. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't want it anymore, because I was like, it was an old season, right? So I got a big old, like, I got like, what was it? I got 3 bags of clothes, like gently used, right? So they're not like super, they weren't like super fancy. It wasn't like Gucci or anything like that. No, they were gently used, like off label clothes, right? Um, and then one dress that I bought for the ministry, but I didn't really like it, so I just gave it to them. I gave it away. So I had a big crate of clothes, really nice clothes, and I really, there were some clothes that were very sentimental to me, but there were clothes that I wore, when I was at a conference, and it gave me like memories of like this person that I loved, that I used to love, right? That I had like that I had a crush on, y'all. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if you I don't know. But anyways, I I had a crush on this guy and I wore this dress. It wasn't a revealing dress or anything like that. It was actually a really cool like flowery dress, right? So it kind of reminded me of him, and I had all of these other things like that kind of just reminded me of somebody, right? So I was like, okay, this is really nice. I got this Calvin Klein dress for like $70 at um at Ross. It was like 75 or $70. It was Calvin Klein, right? I just gave it away. I just gave it away. I said, okay, you can just keep it. You can have it. So I went downstairs and I bring this big tote, and they're like, wow, all these clothes are nice. And I had pink shoes that I had never worn before. I had so many shoes that I had so much stuff that I hadn't even worn before. And the Lord was like, do you want some more? And I'm like, okay, yeah. So then I just put it downstairs. I gave it all away. And then I gave about 3 more big, huge bags of clothes away because either they didn't fit or I didn't like them anymore and I didn't want them, right? So I gave those away. And then the next, what was it? Couple months, the Lord was like, okay, it's time to buy some new clothes. So I spent like 300, maybe. I spent like $300. I got a full brand new wardrobe. I went to Walmart and I got some really good stuff. It was on, some of it was on clearance and some of it wasn't. I really didn't spend that much other than the dresses. My Catherine Kuhlman dresses are like $40 or $50. But everything else, well, was reasonably priced. But all I'm trying to say is full wardrobe, new, full and new. This is like the oldest thing that I have, and I'm probably gonna get rid of this now. So I just want to encourage you today that with God, all things are possible. I went downstairs and I saw this bag of clothes, right? And I was asking around, like, is this anybody's clothes? People usually, we're generous neighbors, so they usually just will give stuff away. And then the thing was, I start looking in here and I'm looking in the clothes and I'm like, wait a minute, this is my size. I said, wait, this will fit perfectly. I said, wait a minute. I've been asking the Lord. I said, Lord, I need some jackets. Lord, I need a new jacket because my old jacket really didn't fit because it was getting too little because I was getting bigger. So it really didn't fit my stomach area. So then I'm like, hmm, I just stopped wearing it and it was getting tight. I think it's because I washed it too. I think it's because I washed it and when I washed it, it shrunk, right? But I didn't dry it, but it said dry clean only, so whatever. I should have dry cleaned it. But anyways, so I just really didn't like that coat anymore. It was a black coat. It's kind of what I wear. And I was like, Lord, I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, Lord, I need some new coats. I need something new because it's gonna snow and everything. And, like, Lord, I just need your help, right? So then I go downstairs. I kid you not. What is it? I got like four jackets. I got four jackets. I got sweaters. I got all this stuff. And I got two brand new coats. Like it didn't look like they were used. Honestly, they're like brand new, you know. And they were all my size. The crazy thing, like I think it was angelic because the crazy thing was they all were my size. They fit me perfectly. Like somebody knew that I needed a coat and then they just gave their coat. They fit absolutely perfectly. They fit perfectly. Okay. So, coats, they cost hundreds of dollars, those type of coats, or like, I was like, oh my gosh, where did these coats come from? And it was like 1 o'clock at night. I was checking my mail, right? And I looked in the bag. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Right. So I didn't take all of it, but I took what I wanted. I basically got coats for free. I just have this anointing for free. So, the Lord knows I love me a deal. Hallelujah. So, anyways, I just want to encourage you. Um, through this pandemic, I've really just been able to spend time with Jesus. I've been able to grow my ministry. I've been able to disconnect from people that I need to disconnect from. I've been able to grow and I've been able to learn and I've been able to be with people that I'm supposed to be with. I've been able to just learn and grow and everything. And so I told my neighbor today, I said, hey, I'm getting rid of all this stuff. And he's like, really? He's like, you get some new stuff? I said, yeah. I said, whatever you want, you can keep. I said, I'm not going to charge you for it. I don't care. Just take it. I'm not going to charge somebody. It cost me like $2,000 for all the stuff that I had before when I moved in. But I'm like, the Lord already told me as soon as I leave here, I got to give everything away. Right. So I wasn't really trying to get anything new, right? Um, so all of this old stuff, guess what? The chairs, I'm getting rid of. The no, the couch, I'm getting rid of one couch because I have two couches, and I'm gonna fix that other couch up. But somebody can get a full couch They can get granite countertop tables and stuff. You know, they can get all that. I said, I'm giving away my desk. I said, whatever, whatever is old, I'm just giving it away. And my neighbor, he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I want the desk. He's like, dibs, like formerly homeless people, we know about dibs. So he's like, I got dibs on the desk. He's like, I got dibs on the chairs. I got dibs on this. I said, do you want the table? He's like, nah, I don't want the table. So I'm like, okay, I'm giving away my table, my dining table, everything, because I'm getting brand new stuff. I don't need it anymore. So, I'm gonna have to check and see. I'm gonna have to check and see. I'm gonna have to check around and see if anybody needs any furniture, because I don't necessarily need it anymore. So, anyways, what else? I think that's it. Um, like everything is brand new. Everything is brand new. Everything's brand new, brand new, brand new. So, yeah. Um, and I'm also gonna buy some. I'm gonna eventually. I'm gonna have to buy a new camera, and then a switcher. So when I go live for the studios and I want studio quality sound. So there's, I'm gonna need a switcher and stuff like that. But other than that, my life has been so amazingly amazing. So, um, I don't know if anybody needs anything. If you're in the Colorado area, then let me know. Let me know. Cause I love giving away stuff. Like there's some more things that I need to get rid of. There's some more dresses that I need to get rid of. And they're brand new dresses and I've never worn them. And they're very expensive. Like this pink dress is very expensive, and I've never worn it because I don't really like pink like that, and it didn't really fit that well. So it's a little too little for me. So I don't even know why I have it, but I'm just gonna give it away. And what else? Hmm, I got a brand new phone. Well, that was because I needed it because my other phone crashed and it broke. So then the Lord's like, okay, just get a new phone. And I'm like, Lord, but I'll keep a phone if it's cracked, if it's got all that stuff. And he's like, Destiny, you need to get a new phone. I'm like, Lord, I don't need no new phone. I'm cool. So finally I broke down and I said, okay, I'm gonna give you a new phone. Right. So I got me a new phone. I got me a couple of new tablets. I don't really like this tablet. This is an Amazon tablet. But anyways, what else? Yeah. So my living room, I don't know if I want to do the order this month or next month. So I'm gonna have to see if I'm gonna do my living room this month or next month. But I already have everything that I need, and then I just have to order it, and then Amazon's gonna deliver it and stuff like that. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, we've got new members. Everything is just growing and everything is just exploding. So yeah. And excuse my hair, please. Excuse my hair. So, I don't know, guys. Talk back to me. I like it when you talk back to me. When you talk back to your girl, like so. Just Oh, and also, I'm sending out. What do you call it? I'm sending out oil. Okay, and I don't know if I have one of them. I don't know if I have one of them. Sorry, guys. Nope. I have them in my office, and I'm not about to go to my office. Um, I'm sending out prophetic oil. If you want it, just send me an email. Um, Here's my email address if you would like the oil. And the oil will be sent to you for free. And this is just a token of my appreciation, I guess. And to show you that I have grace to give you. So all the grace that I operate in, you can have it, right? And you know, so anyways, all the grace that I have, you can have. So if you want some prophetic oil, and I pray over the oil, I bless it and I hold it in my hands. And it is in my office. It was usually under my chair, under here, but I pray, I either pray in my office or I pray in my master. So, this is prophetic oil. It's been prayed over. It's free. I just want to share grace with you. The grace for the angelic, the grace for the prophetic, the grace to see the Lord face to face. Every person has a grace, right? So every person has a grace that they operate under, right? Some people have a grace for marriage. Some people have a grace for children. Some people have a grace for business, right? Some people have a grace for buildings, right? So I just tapped into my papa's grace for buildings, and he got one of my fathers in the Lord. He got a $8 million building, right? So I tapped into that grace. How did I tap into that grace? By giving him thousands of dollars for his, for his, for his building project. Why? Because I know that if I were to give to make this thing come possible, that people would give to make what I'm trying to do come possible, right? So how can a church go from no building in 5 years to a building in a year? Because I tapped into his grace. So we all have grace, right? So I just pray, you can tap into the grace however you'd like. Send me an email. I will send you that oil for free, honey. For free. The Lord told me, don't do it, Destiny. Don't be like everybody else, right? He said, don't be like everybody else. I did not call you to start selling oil. And I'm like, sorry, Lord. He's like, just don't sell it. Give it for free, right? And just release your grace over the oil. He's like, don't sell it. There are some things that people, I guess, people can sell, and it's okay. But for me, it's like, don't sell your grace. Don't sell it. Give it away. Give it away for free. So, yeah. So there are some things that we are going to start doing, like pledges, like monthly memberships. I'm going to be streaming live on Patreon. And Patreon, you can do like, a monthly membership, and every couple of months I'll give you some product, right? So it's not like you're buying anything from the ministry, but you're getting products because you're supporting the ministry, right? So that, and then I'm gonna start doing one-on-ones a lot more, because um, I am a licensed life coach, and I am a licensed wellness coach. So I know lots of things about nutrition and helping people lose weight, and I lost, over 100 pounds myself. I used to be almost 300 pounds, but now I'm down over 100 pounds, you know. So, but anyways, yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want to schedule a one-on-one, go right ahead. My one-on-ones are life changing. Um, I did a one-on-one with my daughter and her husband. Oh, I forgot about that. Her husband got a job the next day. He had been unemployed for like 3 years, and her husband got a job the next day. We did a live. She did a a one-on-one with me. The next day, the Lord gave her husband a job, so she don't have to work that hard no more. And I'm believing God that she can get permanent housing and everything like that. And I sent her some oil already, because she said, "Yeah, I want the oil. Yeah, I want the oil." So I sent her some oil already. So